Welcome to Speaking Runners Arena. We have a co-op race between Zevdi and Zeb versus Crew and RKC. Now this is a Multitroid matchup. So in both teams will be working cooperatively and the same. We'll be sharing all items and health and ammo as they cooperate in completing a game of Super Metroid. And we already see Nevi is trying to get ready for an early gauntlet check, or is he just no? Looks like he was just trying. Decides not to go for it. Couldn't quite get the wall jumps. So we see Zeb and RCKC going for the morph ball, while the other two players are getting ready to make use of that morph ball. Kuru is outside 230 missiles, while Nebdi is outside bombs. All right, we find power bombs in our first missile location. Oh, Nevi is actually going for 230 missiles instead of bombs. And now we're checking the ceiling item, and we get regular bombs. And 230 had a E-tank. And then we have just a regular missile past the ceiling E-tank location. Alright, we see both Zeb and RKC going for the Bailey Maze check. Now up top we do have a bit of a route diversion. It says Nevi's going for bombs while Crew went to Terminator and found the super missile pack. Back of Gauntlet just had missiles. And we have our Gamel up available if people want to place their bets on which suit will be found first. Currently we have someone put over 10,000 on Baria. Does anyone want to bid against that on Gravity? Oh, Gravity, which just went to 17,000. Okay, back down bottom. We find the missiles over in the PB location. Over in Kuru, we see they're in their early supers location. Found a missile so far and another E-tank. Ooh, Zeb is going for the meme route. Finding another power bombs in the Green Hills power missiles location. While RKC finds plasma beam in old Mother Brain, so that is going to be a nice boost in firepower. Ooh, wow, the suit bids are getting really high. Varia is now at 19,000, Gravity's at 30k, 32k, excuse me. Meanwhile, we see Zeb going down Red Tower, while RKC has now reached the top of returned to the top of the Criteria surface. While Crew is now checking out Edicoons. With Nebdi somewhat behind Crew and checking out the early supers location. Oh, and we find Spring Ball over in the Eddie-Coons behind the Superstore. Sure, if I would say if 0Kbps will be quite in the lead, although that plasma beam is a big quality of life, but it's not a game changer. In case I don't believe it, since I didn't mention it, 0Kpps is crew up in RKC, while Zevdi, a play on their names, is the teams Zevdi and Zeb. Alright, we see Zeb going for Craig, while RKC is going for a bomb jump climb to the Criteria Power Bomb location. Both of these are in logic locations, with the as we do have regular bombs. Found a reserve tank outside Mission Impossible. And high jumps at Katea surfaced, so that's going to be a great movement item. Not quite really necessary with infinite bomb jump, but definitely makes things a big quality of life. While Zeb finds speed booster behind Craig, that's going to be a very important item. So that's going to be a big. So Team Zebdi might get start building up a lead with that. Oh, looks like Team Zero. If you don't, I hope they don't mind me saying that for short. Have found 2 parts of microwave beam, as they have X-ray now. Oh, and they found the screw attack over in behind Sporson. So now Lower Norford's going to make things a lot more. Waterway is not a logic, but with that speed booster, it's something they could pull off. Logic-wise, I do believe they need the gravity suit. As WJG mentions, without the gravity suit, it does require a short charge. I think it's just like a one-tap short charge, so it's not that hard, but it does require a short charge for the waterway without the gravity suit. Oh, and charge beam over at High Jump Boots location. So we can expect to see Team Zero getting will eventually be getting their microwave beam. So now accounting for movement. At this point, it's the team Zevdi will have do have a bit of an advantage in the early speed booster. Oh, and there's the gravity suit in the high jump area location. On the other hand, Team Zero will be able to quickly microwave all of the bosses that are vulnerable to the microwave beam, which, if I remember correctly, is Dragon, Ventoon, Botwom. Alright, looks like our RKC is headed towards the wrecked ship. We now have Kuro headed down the red tower. Okay, it's Zeb over in Team Zebdi is entering Meridia. So in the terms of that bidding, the fighting tally was 24k for Varia and 32k for Gravity. So 56k went to the Gravity bidders. Congrats to those winners who voted Gravity. Okay, we see Team Zevdi scaling up Red Tower. We see Zevdi going up Red Tower. Probably going for Fantune and all checking the Alpha and Beta power bomb check. And then there's my prediction for them is that so I imagine one of them. I imagine that Zevdi will probably go for Fantune, and then Zeb will probably go for Ridley after defeating Dragon, which means that Zevdi will be in place to take care of Mother Brain. Meanwhile, Crew is on Team Zero, is on their way to face off Craig. While RKC is still on Cretaceous surface, and it looks like they're trying to do a gauntlet check. Oh, no, never mind. It looks like they're headed back towards the wrecked ship. It must be noted that Team Zero, neither of them has yet gone to Norfair, so they do not yet have any suits. So it looks like RKC is going to attempt to do Fantune without any suits. Oh, and we see a reserve tank up in the outside in the wrecked ship area, outside the wrecked ship. And then another super. Ooh. Zeb doing a very nice jump and morph ball to grab the E-tank outside Path 1. Is Zevdi going to go hurt? Oh, no. We don't see a halfway today. Well, RKC does a shine spark across the moat. No, wait, not the moat, the water. I forget the name. Alright. Alright, so Crew just is leaving Chrysler, is now going for Norfair. Well, hopefully for RKC, Crew immediately checks Ocean Fly. Thank you, Trails, for reminding me. And Crew picks up the charge beam just as RKC enters the Fantune's lair. So let's see if Microwave is realized here. Oh, we have a double boss battle as Zeb is about to face off against Dragon. Oh, and there's our Microwave beam in action. And now we have one fried elephant ghost. Meanwhile, Zeb is going for a electrocution as their cooking method of choice to get their fried shrimp. As a bit of random trivia, I'm reminded that if you ever heard about Japanese panko or breadcrumbs, and the reason why it's so much different than like regular breadcrumbs is because apparently they cook their bread by electrocuting it. Just like how we Zeb electrocuted Dragon. And Dragon just had an E-tank. And we find Wave Beam over in the right side supers of the wrecked ship. So Team Zero has validated their run. Oh, and then we see Zevdi for Team Zevdi facing off against Fantune, but unfortunately, since they do not have Plasma Beam, he is having to go for a conventional missile strat. Oh, it looks like RKC is skipping the top of wreck ship. Oh, just a spacer at Mama Turtle. Thank you, Reem. Alright. Team Zevdi now has Fantoon dead. So, at this point, Team Zevdi only has Ridley left to go. While Team Zero only has still has Ridley and Dragon. Looks like their Dragon might go a little bit take a little bit longer, as it looks like Kuru, who's in our Ardian Meridia, is checking the beach area and finding an E-tank so far, which was not previously checked by Zeb, but they are checking one of the quicksand areas, finding a double pack of super missiles. Ooh, RKC is going to check X-ray on their way down the red tower. And Kuru finds Space Jump up over in the... Oh, I forget the name of it. The watering hole. Excuse me. So that makes... which came in some very convenient timing, as RKC was able to quickly space jump across the grapple area, the way to the X-ray. If I remember correctly, Team Zeb is definitely one of the higher skilled runners that could just hell run all the way to Lower North here, and depending on and it would be totally be possible for to just have Zevdi to just constantly refill their energy supply if they want to decide to just hell run it. And with the 8 energy tanks, it could totally be possible for them to just not bother with the Varia suit. Was Team Zevdi was the one that got the bye in the first round? Okay. Okay, I remember hearing that during the team announcements. They were the one team that everyone did not want to face, and they were the ones that got the bye. Okay, since they don't have gravity jump, the space jump, it looks like, okay, so Neb's going for a gravity jump, and makes it up on their first try. While they have, Nifty on standby at the ship to restock their energy and ammo. Over in Team Zero, we have, Kuru, it looks like they're on their way out of, okay, yeah, Kuru is on their way out of, Meridia. While RKC is just about to face off against Baltimore with their microwave beam. I guess that's gonna give you some fried snake dragon. Alright, Neb spine sparking across the pillar rooms, now entering the worst room in the game. Let's see how they handle it. Screw attack, fortunately, makes killing the pirates very simple. I don't believe they have the high jump. Team Zevdi have the high jump, so there looks like he's going for the very difficult, precise wall jumps, but I wonder if they can remember they have bombs. Oh, nope. They got or spring ball. But it doesn't matter, because Zeb gets the very precise wall jump. Which definitely tells you how skilled these two runners are. Meanwhile, RKC is about to face off against Dragon. Oh, wow. Team Zero taking a bit of a gamble here as Crew is already in Norfair and doing the lava dive. Now, but considering that they have microwave beam, they'll have some easy fried shrimp for themselves. So they can definitely will take advantage of the energy the drops that comes from Dragon. Oop, and that E-Tank was definitely good timing for Team Zero, as it restocks their energy as crew attacks their way across the pillar rooms into the worst room of the game. Meanwhile, Team Neb from Team Zevdi spine sharks to kill the metal space pirates is now on the verge of facing off against Ridley, while Nebdi stands by at the ship to prepare in case they need to restock on energy. All right, we're finally facing off against Ridley over on Team Deb side. Over on Team Zero, we have crew on their way, just making it past the save where the save room is at, entering the wastelands. While RKC is still on making their way out of Meridia, just re-entering Pulse 1's lair. Oh, and crew checks the wasteland item. It's just a reserve tank at the Power Bomb of Shame's location. Alright. Zeb has finished off Ridley and is now leaving their lair. So at this point, I mentioned that Navy's doing another restock. So I mentioned after that restock, Navy will go for take care of Mother Brain, while Zeb will try to make their way back to the ship as quickly as they can. Over on Team Zero, we have Kuru facing off against the Metal Pirates, just finishing them off. Our RKC is just about to make it out of is taking the shortcut to the Red Tower. It's now headed towards Cretaea's surface. Oh wait. So, right, because they don't have Varia. Team Zevdi actually, I should correct myself. Zevdi is actually staying by at the ship probably until Zeb is closer to the exit, since they still don't have Varia to take care of that heat damage. Ooh, Team Zero is getting very close to death. Down to a reserve tank, but fortunately, RKC made it to the ship in time, while the reserves helped save their life. Was also a fortuitous pausing to prevent any more heat damage until they can restore that health. Zeb finds another E-Tank on their way out of Lower Norfair, so that's going to be potentially a major item that RKC Team Zero will need, as it looks like RKC went a little bit early for that Praetorian entrance, as they went all the way to started heading there, and then now they're rushing all the way back to restock on their energy tanks. And as a good note, something good to remember, as pointed out by Reem Arcturus, as we don't have Varia Beam, both teams will take double damage from the Little Brain's Rainbow Beam, so they'll need to make sure they have at least 600 energy for that. And as Farfelu mentions, they don't have Ice Beam, so they also will need to take care of the Metroid's using nothing but power. They only have power bombs to take them out. Ooh, Team Zevdi is loading a bit low on energy there. Down to 2 E-tanks. But they have just seems like it's mostly just from the heat damage and from the Metroids. However, that should no longer be an issue at this point because now Zevdi is out in the last Metroid room, so they're going to face off against the baby Metroid. So they're going to, and then they'll have the energy recharge shortly after the family reunion. Zeb will just have to be careful not to take any hits during that short time frame. Over in Team Zero side, we have our KC facing up the third Metroid room, while a crew is still making their way through the rest, making their escape out of Lower Norfair. I'm pretty sure Team Zero, assuming Kuro finds it, will very much appreciate that last E-tank on the way out of Lower Norfair. Let's see if they take a peek. He peeks for it. Yep, they're going for it. They were down to 1 energy E-tank and the Z. Alright. Alright. Zevdi is past the... is about... Oops, going for a speed zip skip, as predicted by Reem. Let's see if he gets it. No. No speed zip skip. Oh, Zevdi likes to just missile down all the Zepatites. Probably not big of an issue, as Zeb has just arrived at the ship and can restock on all ammo. Over in Team Zero, we have RKC having their family reunion, while Kuro has just about made it out of is almost on out of the Norfair, but took a bit of a nasty hit that took the last of their reserves. But they're just out of the Norfair, so they should be good. Oh, RKC is not going for the energy refill, so they will have to be. They'll have to make sure to remember to. The crew will have to make sure that they get some energy before the rainbow beam arrives. I did not believe waterway was checked. And it would be unlogic with the gravity suit. Alright, Team Zevdi have started are being saved by the baby Metroid. So they're on the home stretch. Oh, okay. I see. So Team Zero did get that get their energy refill in time for Motor Brain. They just took using the energy refill out at the bottom of the red tower. So they should be on the home stretch, making use of that charge wave plasma beam. While Kuro quickly scales up the red tower to get to be on standby at the ship. And apparently Zeb got bored waiting at the ship and decided to check Gauntlet. It was just a reserve tank. No, Vari, you can't do. You just need the. I think it was like the 7 energy tanks with Novaria. It's you don't need Varia for the stand-up glitch. It's just um. If anything, I find it just can potentially you can it's actually easier without it if you ask me. Oh, RKC doing the stand-up glitch. And Zeb did find the grab the high jump for the escape. Yeah, I'm one of those people that will turn on Baria for the stand-up glitch, just because I found that because since with Baria the rainbow beam only takes off 300, so you need to take off another 300, and it feels like it's a very amount of you have a very precise amount of time to do that by ramming into the mother brain's leg. Alright, Team Zero has set off the time bomb. While Team Zevdi is just outside the ship, with Neb already entering the ship, while Nebdi is just outside the room. Crew has also entered their ship. Now we're just waiting for RKC to enter their ship. But they're still trying to escape the Newtorium. And Team Zevdi has finished with an official time of 31 minutes and 27 seconds. Congratulations to Team Zevdi on their win. And as bonus points, Team Zevdi even saved the animals. Alright, and RKC finally makes it to the ship. Both teams have now completely finished. Okay, and then a small excerpt by WJG. We have Kuru, who finished in first place with a time of 31:09. Zeb, second place was also 31:09. Uh, they must have been like a few milliseconds apart, I suppose. But then they were probably both. But I do believe they were both waiting at the ship. We have no idea. I have no idea. We have no idea where Vari is. We can only speculate. That was maybe Wateray, maybe the top of. Oh, it was Shaktul. Wreck ship reserve tank. Oh, okay. So Vari was at wreck ship reserve. Are we standing the next matchup then? Is that what's going on, WNJG? Okay. So we'll have a round two very shortly. Speaking of getting hydrated, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be AFK for a moment. Alright, I'm back. Let's see what's the current status of the next race. Okay, here we are. Okay, so runners got their new seeds here. They're all lined up. We should be starting again shortly. Now this is going to be a best of 3, single elimination. So if Team Zevdi wins, they will be proceeding on with the tournament, and Team Zero will be eliminated. On the other hand, if Team Zero wins, then we'll have a final round to determine who goes on to the next, who will continue to proceed in the tournament. Alright, and the clock has started, and we're off. Okay, looks like we're proceeding at the similarly as last time, with the bottom runners, Zeb and RKC, heading down towards the morph ball, while Crew and Zevdi staying on Katea's surface, practicing their wall jumps. And then those who feel like they're looking, the suit prediction is up. So we already have 10k on Varia, only 30 points, 1k on Gravity. All right, Kuro's already in the 230 room, 230 missile room. Was that? Well, Nebdi is currently staying outside. Right outside the bomb Teresa location. Seems like they want to flex by going into there, by doing a short fall, a moonfall down to it. And the ceiling item is a grappling hook. There's some missile pack beyond that. Ooh, now we have 6K on Gravity. Only 10K on Varia. Both Zeb and RKC going for a Billy Mays check. This time we have I do believe this is the same route they took. The runners took earlier. Zevdi going for a bomb Teresa check of a E tank, while crew are going skipping that and checking the back of Gauntlet. We got just a double super missile pack, if I saw that correctly. And Billy Mays just have more missiles. Alright, nobody made it their way back to the ship. Looks like they're going to restock on those PBs. Now Team Zero, unfortunately, only has one PB. No more PBs left, so they're going to have to be... Oh, but they're taking advantage of the Fireflies rooms to restock on their PBs over in Green Brinstar. Zevdi picking up that the Super Missile Pack in Terminator. And Zeb once again taking the meme room. And Green Hills only has another power bomb. And let's see what early super has. We have a missile over the bridge. Oh, and Old Mother Brain has another PB. And Gravity Suit is the first suit found. Congratulations to those who bidded on Gravity again. The final bids were 18K for Gravity, 12K for Varia. Uh-oh. I think my computer crashed. Oh, well, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's just my GPU crashing. Okay, okay, am I still coming through because my Discord's acting all funky? Okay. Yeah, well, hopefully my GPU doesn't force a complete crash. But if I suddenly go silent, now you know why. Alright, back to the race here. Let's see what we got. Okay, so it looks like Zeb just checked X-ray. Zevdi picking up high jump boots from the early supers location. So all four runners have their gravity suits. Crew is making their way out, towards the Eddie Kun room. While their teammate RKC is headed across the moat. Ooh, and we found Varia outside the wrecked ship. Outside the top of the wrecked ship. So we'll see if the runners elect to go for it, since that is a little bit of a ways to go. Oh, and Screw Attack is just below. Is directly been to beneath the Varia. Meanwhile, we have Zeb over and Team Zevdi headed off against Craig. Crew about to check Mission Impossible, skipping the missile right outside of it. Oh, and RKC finds Space Jump in the spooky missile room. And Ned finally finds a second E-Tank out of all the runners. Another E-Tank at the PBs near Craig. So far, it seems like it's a very item and ammo stack start. There's really not much in terms of E-Tanks. Alright, RKC is now facing off against Fantoon. Deb facing off against Craig. Unfortunately, RKC won't be able to do a microwave this time. I'll have to do a conventional missile strat. Here we'll picking up a PB behind the spore spawn. Zeb getting the quick Craig kill. We'll see what Craig's been hiding. Speed or ice, I believe. Oh, and Craig was hiding spring ball. Yeah, speed, ice, and ammo. The speed or ice is mainly just so they can gain access to Dragon. Although I wouldn't be surprised if these runners are skilled enough to do the do the crystal flash clip, which while does require some precise timing, the Q time it does have some convenient cute cues that doesn't make it super hard, so that could be a possibility. Okay. We're starting to find some more E-Tanks. Team Zevdi is now at 3 E-Tanks. Team Zero finally found their second E-Tank over in the left side supers of wrecked ship. So that'll make things a little bit less dicey. And it looks like RKC is going straight for that Varia suit. They're not going to bother with anything else at the wrecked ship. Kuro is just coming out of the spacer room. Over in Team Zevdi, we have Zevdi just getting out of the Green Hills, going over New Bridge, while Deb is checking Mama Turtle. Just finding a missile so far. Did not catch what was on the central grapple barrel. Sky Missile is just a Sky Missile, and RKC grabs their Valkyrie suit for Team Zero, while Cruel heads off. Heads into the lair of Craig. Zevdi, over in Team Zevdi, is heading towards Alpha Power Bombs, while Zeb has picked up a super missile pack, the Crab super missiles. Now, so far, Team Zero definitely does have a bit of an advantage with those items, and they have. But in terms of ball skills, they're kind of even. But that should be very quickly. Team Zero is about to pull ahead with their as crews just outside the crate door. Well, Nevi is still some ways from facing off against Fantoon. While we see Zeb is checking the beach. Varia in the first seed was in the wrecked ship reserve. To answer the chat. PB's at the beach. E-Tank at the beta power bombs. Okay, it looks like RKC is going to hit off against Dragon. And then Crew is presumably just going to go ahead and face off against Ridley and Norfair after he finishes after just finishing the firming for supers was the baby Craig. So, meanwhile, Team Zevdi, looks like we have Nevi going, spotting that Varia suit, and then Zeb exploring all of Meridia. They still don't have ice. Wait, was that Ice Beam? Oh, ice was in Watering Hole. I did not catch that. Okay, so they don't have to do a Crystal Flash clip. Team Nivy will have access to Pot 1 and Dragon, and looks like our KC will soon is on their way to the Watering Hole and will still also have access to Ice Beam. Oh, and Speed Booster has been found over in the High Jump Boots location. So this definitely puts the lead over in Team Zero side, as both from positioning and items, assuming we can find their necessary health and ammo. Well, they have both suits, so they don't quite need the health other than luxury and safety. As Crew was already well placed to go against Ridley, while RKC is not that far behind for... Oh, right, they don't need too much more ammo, since the other partner can always go for more ammo, and Ice does wonders for taking care of the Metroid Centurion. Although I'm not sure, I don't believe Ice alone is possible to do the Zep skip. I'm not sure. It gets it gets kind of funky if you don't have wave for doing the Ice Zep skip. Okay, so you just have to stand underneath it. Okay. Alright, we have Zeb facing off against Dragon, while Nevy is now starting to check the left and right side supers of the wrecked ship. Neb going for another fried electric fried shrimp. RKC is about to face off against Dragon as well, while Crew looks like they're about to head into Lower Norfair. At this point, Team Zero definitely has a positional lead advantage. As well... as they already have someone on their in Lower Norfair on their way to Ridley. Unfortunately, Nifty still have a long ways to go for either of their team members can face off against Ridley, with Neb still in the Coliseum, making their way out of Meridia, while Nebdi is taking their time checking the top wreck ship, finding those supers in the top right. RKC has finished off Dragon, while Crew has entered into the Wastelands area. Zevdi did check the maze and spotted the Varia. And you can see the Zevdi beelining for that Varia suit. While Neb heads down into the left side quicksand. Alright, Zevdi's taking the time to check the Sky Missile. While Crew has finished off this the metal space pirates to get to make their way towards Ridley. Space jump. It was spooky missiles, I believe. Space jump was spooky missiles. Alright, Crew is facing just blew up Ridley without being grabbed, while RKC is taking the refill at the ship. And they will presumably be headed out towards Turian while Crew heads back to the ship. Over on Team Zevdi, we have Zevdi doing bowling alley. Well, Zeb going through Bubble Mountain on their way to Ridley. And Chrono has confirmed for chat that you can do the ice sub skip with just ice alone without charge. Overall, this has been a very jet seat, especially for Team Zero, who lucked out in picking the more optimal routing. And Gravity Suit was just another super missile. So checking on the top of Brick's ship did not pay off this run. Well, Neb does another gravity jump all the way up to scale the lava dive. Alright, RKC doing a very clean final Metroid room. While Crew makes their way out of the Lord Narfair. Over on Team Zevdi, we have Zevdi over at the ship. Just standing by in case of refills are needed. Neb going through the worst room in the game. Making good use of that screw attack to take care of those gold pirates. RKC about to have their family reunion. And Crew had found conveniently found for an energy tank for a quick refill right afterwards. And Crew found the X-ray scope on their way on the lower north on their way. I think it was the Was that the Mickey Mouse? No, wait, that's not the Mickey. Oh, I forget the name of the room. As a reminder, this is a co-op first match. We have Team Zevdi, consisting of Nebdi and Zeb316, playing off against 0 Kbps, consisting of Kuro and RKCTKC. And this is, and as you may, and this is a Multitroid race, so it is a co-op Players are sharing items, all items like health, ammo, and all other power-ups. Although they will not actually see each other on screen. Alright. Okay, so Kuru found has elected to stop at a different farming station to farm for energy and ammo, while RKC is giving Mother Brain a head full of missiles. Zeb is facing off against Ridley. Nevdi is getting ready to wait outside the Torian entrance, just waiting for that kill to go through before they enter the 4 gold statue room. Nevdi having to wait for all 4 statues, the statue animation to be played out. Well, Ned quickly makes their escape out of Lord Norfolk, traveling through, taking a peek at the power Kbps of Shame, which is just a super missile. That was. Yeah, unfortunately, Nebdi could have skipped that animation if he went in a little bit later, it sounds like. Over in Team 0, RKC is being saved by the baby Metroid, while crew takes the shortcut to the top of Red Tower, while the baby Metroid sacrifices itself to save RKC. Nevdi finishing off the room 2 of the Metroids, while Zeb picks up a super missile in the Fireflies room. RKC has finished off Mother Brain, so they're going to get ready for their escape. Crew is already at the ship, ready to make their escape. So unless something catastrophic happens, we'll be having. It does look like Team 0 is set to win this, and we'll be having a round 3 after this matchup. Alright, Nevdi had their family unit, while Zeb carefully screw attack out the 3 musketeers. And we have Zebden doing a crystal flash technique to restore their health, while allowing Nevdi to keep moving forward towards Mother Brain. And RKC has made it back to the ship, so that's Team 0's win. Looks like a approximate time of 26 minutes and 32 seconds. And that has been confirmed by WJG, thank you, who has been, I believe, who's been operating as our restreamer. And it looks like we have a forfeit incoming from Team Zevdi. And I do believe it was mentioned that the runners, I've been mentioned that they're pressed for time. They're probably rather go ahead and get started on the final round here as soon as they can. So I'll give us a moment here, and we'll start and get the match 3 started. Determine who will be continuing on, and the SMRAT 2021 Multitroid tournament. All right, we're about to get started on the final matchup between Team Zevdi and Team Zero. Whoever wins this matchup will proceed onwards in the Speedrunners Arena Multitroid tournament, SMRAT tournament. So in match 1, we had Team Zevdi win, and then in match 2, we had Team Zero come in for a win. All right, looks like still a standardized start between the two teams, and we have the suit predictions up. Go ahead and place your bets if you're feeling lucky on which suit will be found first, Varia or Gravity. All right, RKC and Zeb has picked up their morphine ball. Oh, and Crew was going for a bomb chorizo check instead this round. And we find a standard missile in the first initial location. And Zevdi might be experiencing connections issues. They still don't have morph ball. Okay, so Zevdi unfortunately had. So it looks like Team Zevdi had a temporary handicap as Zevdi got desynced. Unfortunately, got it worked out. And was able to find a PB over at Bomb Chorizo. The runners have also found the charge beam at the end of the retro Brinstar. And Billy Mace has a plasma beam. Oh wow! That's a major firepower, early game firepower for these runners this early in the run. Crew are making their way to Green Brinstar while Zevdi is checking 230 missiles. It's 230 only has a super missile. Alright, Crew. And unfortunately, the Crews kept the early supers from. Interesting that Team Zero has yet to find a super missile. Oh, and looks like they found Ice Beam. And we find a PB over in the old Motor Brain location. Was the Ice Beam? I'm guessing was at the PB still left a morph ball. Okay. So that's gonna be unfortunate for Team Zevdi, who do not have Ice Beam. E checking the missile in the back of Gauntlet. RKC is checking 230 missiles. And meanwhile, in terms of the bid, we have a whopping 35k for Varia and 13k for Gravity. But we're finding more ammo in the back of early super missiles. A double super missile pack, which Team Zero probably really appreciating if they didn't have any super missiles before then. Oh, looks like Zeb is going for a continuous wall jump. As Nifty goes for checks the early supers reserve Brinstar reserve tanks room. Oof. And unfortunately, Demp does not get that second wall jump. While RKC is now entering the mode. Let's see if they're... Oh, and then makes the wall jump, continuous wall jump across. And it's just a missile pack outside in the maze. So apparently someone accidentally bid 25k for Aria, so that's why it's a whopping 35k. Gravity's gone up to 19k. I think a scammer might have it sounds like you got a scammer there that inputted that extra digit there, Reem. Ooh, Zep doing some skillful, careful, controlled jumps to make it across the ocean. And RKC makes them, although it did have to do a wall jump to safely make it across. Alright, crew is in Pink Brainstar, about to check out the Mission Impossible. Finally grabbing a reserve tank outside of it. Well, Zevdi has, over in the other team, Zevdi is has entered into the Eddie-Coons area. Is now climbing their way up. And finds just a missile pack, while Zeb is about to face off against Phantom. And points prediction is ramping up as Varia is still at 35k, but Gravity Suit has now increased to 24k. Is now on the points. We have a lot of points here on the line here. And we have a double Phantom boss fight on screen. As we have Zeb and RKC facing off against Phantom. While they're and we found Varia. Varia's suit has been found. So Ring gets to keep their all their points and make a profit. The final tally was 35k, 310 versus 36k on Gravity Suit and 40 points. So that's a whopping 71k points going to only two people picked Avaria, so they're making out like bandits. Congrats to those two. Back to the race here. Deb has finished off Phantom. RKC is still just putting in the last finishing blow. While Namdi is now about to do the wave gates glitch room, while crew is checking the charge beam room, and it's the Spazer, which unfortunately is useless as we already have plasma. Oh, and Zeb finds regular bombs in the left side, the right side supers of the wreck ship. Left side super just has a PB. Team Netty elects to skip it, while Team Zero elects to grab it. And Team Nifty picks up their Varia suit from the Spore Spawn Super Missile location. The only thing that's not shared in Multitroid is, like, anything that's shown on screen. You will not see each other, you will not, and if you both enter the boss room, you both fight the boss. But if one person beats the beats the boss, then that completion will register for the other player. So it looks like Team Nevy is going to grab that ice beam as we see Nevy going for a reverse meme route, picking up their ice beam. While Deb is looks like they're going for a full clear of wreck ship, checking the wreck ship reserve tank, which was just ammo. Over in Team Zero, we have Kuru headed down towards entering Norfair and is headed towards ice beam beam room. RKC has entered beta power bombs and picked up another E-tank. So I imagine RKC is going to be scaling down Red Tower. Probably, I'm guessing they're going to have RKC face off against Craig, while Crew continues to explore Norfair. Over on Team Nevdi, we have Team Zevdi. We have Nevdi checking up. Yes, if one player to answer the question, yes, if one dies, the other dies as well. So we have Nevdi checking the spacer room, while Neb is now clearing the attic. Let's see if that has anything of value. And it's just another E-tank. Alright, Nevdi's entering Craig's lair. While Neb is headed for the sky over the ocean. Okay, we see RKC's using space jump to make it across for an X-ray check. Crew picking up screw attack in the high jump E-tank location. That's gonna make Lord Norfair a lot simpler. Oh, and what is Zeb doing a bunch of? Oh, Zeb is doing a sky missile check with infinite bomb jumps, while Nevdi is getting ready for a great quick kill. Alright, Nevdi gets the Craig quick kill. We'll see what's behind Craig. Just a missile pack. And Crew is checking Cathedral. It's just a missile, as in vanilla. While RKC is checking for the spacer beam room. Let's take a peek at what that is. Just a PB. Over in Team Zevdi, we have Nevi making their way out to check the crate E-tank, while Zeb is doing some bowling. Crate E-tank is just a missile, unfortunately. Alright, looks like over in Team Zero, looks like Crew is doing a bubble mountain cleanup. Did not, looks like they checked one of the items, did not see what it was. Or RKC has entered Craig's lair. Crew picks up a PB on the way to the Norfair reserve tank. And meanwhile, in Team Nifty spots that screw attack in the high jump room. And just some super missiles at the high jumps itself. While Neb checks the back of the the wreck ship reserve tank location. I did not spot what that item was. I hope chat, maybe chat can answer that question. Navdi picks up the screw attack. So at this point, I mentioned that Navdi were... Okay, the wreck ship reserve was missiles. Thank you, Reem. Oh no. Oh. Ooh, it looks like we might have gotten a stand-up Craig for RC from RKC, but he was able to get the Craig quick kill despite that block shot. Crew is coming out to the speed booster room, picking up the gravity suit. So that puts Team Zero in gold mode. So this definitely puts Team Zero in the lead. I am watching the stream because Discord apparently crashed on me and is acting funky. Okay, we're... Alright, so we have RKC opening up the blast tube to face off and then go against Dragon, while Crew is already on their way towards Lower Norfair. So that definitely puts them in a advantageous position. As while Team Zevdi, we have Nevdi checking the Norfair reserve tank area, but hopefully he'll very soon check the speed booster location for the gravity suit. Unfortunately, that still puts them somewhat behind, and that might allow them to catch up a little bit, as Zeb is not that far from Birdia, but Zeb is doing an X-ray check, which will take some time, even with the space jump. Okay, X-ray was just the E-tank. Ooh, nice ice cliff by RKC. Alright, Zevdi has picked up gravity suit for Team Zevdi. We'll see if they can, if their more skillful movement will allow them to catch up to Team Zero's better routing. They do have quite some ways to go, as Kuro is already in the atmosphere, while RKC has already gotten past Bot 1 and picking up the item, the Bot 1 item. Whereas Team Zevdi, we have Nevdi just exiting Bubble Mountain on their way to Lower Norfair, while Zeb is just about to break the glass tube. Alright. And then Kuro is now is in the wastelands. RKC is just outside Dragon's lair. While Nevdi has just taken an elevator down to Lower Norfair. Over for the... While Neb is entering the aqueducts, so both runners both runners for Team Zevdi are somewhat still like a minute, maybe about a minute behind their Team Zero counterparts. RKC is already facing off against Dragon, throwing some missiles during that first swoop. While Crew is just outside Ridley's lair, looks like they're probably gonna hold off on facing off against Ridley until Dragon is down. Probably want to farm up some more ammo for Ridley after RKC uses all their ammo on Dragon. And there goes down Dragon. So that's gonna. All right. So RKC Team Zero has finished off Dragon. RKC is making their way out into the Coliseum, while Crew is taking some time to farm up some more ammo. Probably wants some of the 30 supers, which is definitely giving time for Team Zevdi to catch up. Unfortunately, we have Zevdi making their way through the wastelands, while Zeb is just outside Dragon's lair. Fortunately, Team Zevdi is going to have some issues since that they're low on ammo, but we do have a charged ice plasma beam, so that they might decide to skip on like farming ammo and just rely on that charge beam. Crew over in Team Zero is already facing off against Ridley, making use, and looks like their crew is electing to use the charge beam to start off with. Perhaps they're waiting till Ridley's at half health before they switch to supers. Alright. Alright, so over in Team Zero's, crew is still facing off against Ridley. Oh, nope. Just put in the finishing blow and has taken the grab. So with RKC is about to take an elevator to Criteria's surface. So at this point, RKC is likely going to head towards Torian, while Crew makes their escape out of Lower Norfair. Over on Team Zevdi, we have Nevdi facing off against Ridley, while Deb is already having defeated Dragon, is already making their escape, having exited out of the Coliseum. And we're seeing that Nevdi is making a very quick work of Ridley, as Ridley is already on low health. And there goes the grab and the final death throws of Ridley. So now both teams have all 4 bosses G4 complete. It's just a matter of who can finish off Mother Brain and have both runners make it to the ship the quickest. Again, this does put Team Zero is still in the lead in this regard, as they have RKC. Just about to enter New Turian, with Kuru just outside the Lower Norfair save room, making their way past the Red Key Hunters. While in Team Zevdi, we have Nevdi running past the Metal Pirates, while Nib is taking the shortcut to the top of Red Tower. We're taking a slight detour and picking up Wave Beam for Team Zero over at the Firefly's room. And so that Wave Beam has validated Team Zero's run. While RKC is making quick work of all the Metroids with their Ice Beam. They're currently in the 3rd Metroid room, about to enter in the 4th and final Metroid room, and at which point they'll about to enter in the family reunion with the baby Metroid. It looks like Nevdi's also going to pick up the Wave Beam for Team Zevdi. So now we have a full beam for both for both teams. All 5 beams for both runners here. Alright, Zeb finally enters is now taking the elevator to New Turian. His counterpart of RKC has just met the baby Multitroid for their family reunion. Crew taking another detour towards the Wave Beam room and picking up high jump boots on the way to it. which is going to make be pretty helpful for their movement out of for deterring an escape. RKC finished off the final eye door of the game, and it's about to let's see. Will they get the eye skip? Oh, he's turning off screw attack for the eye skip. RKC is gonna have to be careful as they're both he is on very low health, but now Crew is just outside the speed booster room to start farming some health, and gets to that farming location in time, so the Team Zero won't have to worry about at any point a needless death. And we have Mother Brain Stage 1 completed by RKC. Over in Team Zevdi, we have Zevdi headed towards that same farming spot as Kuru. So we have the top side of the screens in a mirrored situation with both runners doing farming that location. However, Neb for Team Zevdi is only at the Baby Metroid family reunion, so still has some distance to catch up to RKC up to Team Zero. And RKC has just cleared the second Mother Brain 2, and it's taken a painful hit of that rainbow beam, and he started in the cutscene for the Baby Metroid. There is the Baby Metroid, and we see Zeb turning off Varia and screw attack. The screw attack for the Zeb skip, but Varia is we can presume that Zeb is going for a stand-up glitch. While the top runners are both making their way back towards the ship, Crew apparently having left a little bit earlier. It's already taken the elevator up to Brinstar, while Zevdi is just entered the room for the elevator to the Brinstar. Alright, we have a double Mother Brain on both screens. However, RKC's just had their Baby Metroid sacrifice itself for Samus. While Zeb is getting their first taste of that rainbow beam, and is now doing the stand-up glitch. We'll see. So at this point, it's going to be very close down to. It's going to get extremely close now. I am fine with giving interviews if the runners decide to come on. Alright, RKC has finished off Mother Brain. Team Zero still has a slight lead, but it's possible that the stand-up glitch and some really good movement might allow Zeb to pull ahead. Alright, let's see. Alright, Crew is about to make their for Team Zero is about to make their escape for Team Zero. RKC is still making their escape from Old New Turian, taking a long drop, and it's about to enter in the long shaft there. Alright, Crew has made their escape off the planet. RKC is making up their climb up the long shaft, while Zevdi of Team Zevdi has arrived at Criteria surface, is now just waiting near the ship. Well, it looks like they're going to take a peek at the Criteria power bombs. Well, Neb is just started their escape as the power bombs has been placed. At this point, it does look like Team Zero will be winning this round, this match, and will be proceeding onwards in the tournament for a bit of quite an upset, as Team Zevdi were considered the more likely matchup. All right, and RKC has boarded the ship. And they Team Zero Kbps has finished with victory of official time of 30 minutes and 56 seconds. Congratulations to their win, and they will proceed onwards in the tournament. Over in Team Zevdi, it looks like they will be finishing their run, probably too focused on making their escape. Zevdi has already made their ship. Zeb has just left of the last of old, the last of New Turian. Now doing the wall climb up the shaft. Unfortunately, without any high jumps or speed booster, that wall climb up does take a bit of a while. And then maybe while the credits call, perhaps we can see where the speed booster and other items were at. Alright, and Team Zevdi has finished with in second with an official time of 32 minutes and 17 seconds. So approximately about a minute. Not the closest race, but pretty close. Alright, let's see. Now we have our items listed. Gravity suit. A-beam. Speed booster was at below Crocomire. Phaser was at charge speed. Let's see what else. Spring balls at Lord Norfair near wave. High jump boost was in the wave beam. Missile wave beam, which we saw. And X-ray ship was above Crocomire. Alright, WJT is probably going to see about if either... Oh, do we have... Alright, we have Crew and Zeb from each of the teams. Welcome
Hello.
to the voice chat. How are you both doing?
I'm pretty good.
I'm doing well.
So, alright, let's go ahead and start off with Crew here as the victors of this matchup. How are you overall feeling over these three matches, rounds?
They're all really close. I'm kind of like Zevdi is a really good team, both Zev and Zevdi. So it would have been nice to play them later on in the bracket, but at the same time, I feel like we probably benefited from playing them earlier because I think they haven't practiced much. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, that is pretty true.
Yeah, so I mean, it sucks to that somebody has to go home so early, but like RK and I have practiced a lot, so we're not going to get any better throughout the tournament, where you guys probably would have gotten better.
All right,
yeah,
and then we have...
Zevdi has joined us too.
Hey guys, GG Kuro.
welcome
Thanks
to
for making
the
that
chat.
time work. Thanks.
All right, welcome to the...
Oh, sorry.
All right, welcome to the chat, Zevdi. Good play from both you and Zeb. What's your two's thoughts on the three matches?
Yeah, really fun. Always love Multitroid. It's really good, but just yeah, we didn't really know what we were doing. Like, we were really underprepared and stuff, so the races didn't feel good, but it's still a really fun thing to play anyway. So I had a good time. It's good.
How was your how about yourself, Zeb?
I felt alright about it. I felt like I maybe could have played a little bit better, but like, it wasn't like I played badly. I felt like just was.
I mean, I mean, from my perspective here, commenting and watching YouTube, it did feel like in those the second 2 rounds, it did kind of feel like a little bit of it was just a more fortuitous routing from the randomizer that came out in Team Zero's favor.
Yeah, I think that second race,
the second one,
specifically, I think was exactly what they wanted.
But
based
the
on what I
third
think
was,
the route was.
Yeah, I think the third was just bad play. The second was it seemed pretty hard to win on that route on second seed, but third was I don't know. I think it was just a flat win, to be honest. I'd have to watch it back and see, but I don't think the Varia Rando played into it. It was just a good
How about
play.
you, Kuru? How much do you think the Rando played into your victory?
I didn't like RK's decision to leave Rex ship in third seed, but it turned out to be the correct decision.
You
Oh,
left
wow.
Rex ship well. So Nevdi, the first 2 seeds, we did what we normally did, and then Nevdi told me what you guys normally do, and I was like, okay, why don't we just do that? And we did. And
if we stuck to it, if we stuck to our route.
Yeah, if we just did what we normally did, I think we would have had a really good
had a
route
lucky
that last
seed.
one. But
yeah,
it's fine. Like it's hard to know. Like you guys to me are always, Kura and RK are the guys who are always doing Multitroid. You guys know these things and these situations in and out. Like you guys are the kind of people that everyone looks up to for this Multitroid stuff. And it seems like you have the ability to adapt and know what to do in every situation. Where we kind of we do know to an extent, but I don't think to the level of you guys. You guys are really good.
Thank you.
So in the first one, did you guys get Varia then?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm guessing you
No
didn't
one got Varia
Yeah.
in the first round, in the first match. We actually had to wait till the credits scroll to find out where it was, which was, as I recall, the Rex Ship Reserve Tank.
Yep, that's where it was.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
And then,
I thought there was a chance you would have gotten it if you did the route that we were talking about, where one of you goes to Rex Ship and one of you goes through Brinstar. Because you might have gotten speed before completely clearing Rex Ship and been able to do it, because I think speed was at crate.
The first seed was a little messy. RK went to go over the moat and he had a little trouble and he said screw it and he went down Red Tower and then we got screw attack, so he went back up and he went to Gauntlet. Like it was just a mess.
Oh wow, yeah.
There's some indecisiveness there.
Yeah, that was only like a 50-second race or something, so yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we just went our normal route, which is I go through Meme Round, go down Red Tower, Nevdi goes through Brinstar, and then goes up to Rex Ship. It's a little bit awkward because then Nevdi basically only does one boss and I do all the rest, but then Nevdi is right at G4 when we finish all the bosses. So then he doesn't have to make any trek.
It tends to favor SMRAT because SMRAT's ship is so bad. So you just clear Sphere 0 and Sphere 1 all the time, pretty much. But I don't know, it seemed like lately ship's been pretty decent, and I guess well, in the second seed it was. First seed, arguably Rex Ship Reserve is too far out of the way for the time you can get that item, so it was balanced. Like I don't know, I think all seeds are pretty decent. It didn't really rando. I think just you guys just played better in one. It seemed even to me. I'd have to watch it and see back, but yeah.
When you deboost, when you meme route down Red Tower, do you do X-ray early?
No, I don't think it's worth it. Like,
okay.
It's like just because I can do something doesn't mean I should do it.
Yeah,
it's
just
a
in
long
terms of
check.
running out of checks before.
You don't really do that. Like, by the time that you get through all of the Norfair checks, or like the parade and high jump, Nevdi's already done with Green Brinstar, so you're almost always going to find something at that point.
Okay.
It's possible that you don't, and then you're kind of in trouble a little bit, but like almost all the time, like you're going to find something. It's possible that like maybe we skip Old Mother Brain because of that. That's probably one of the downsides of doing that.
Yeah, that's the scariest leave. But in a full, it's okay.
But otherwise, I think the only things that are left are like Red Tower, Moat. So if the suit is exactly there, then we might be in trouble. or like if we find a grapple and it's at the beginning of Fantoon or Wreck Ship, then we could be in trouble. But like,
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
in Logic Grapple, I think, after RK did, or actually before RK got to Wreck Ship. So when he left Wreck Ship on his way down, he checked X-ray. I'm like, I don't like that check at all because either you deboosted there and got it earlier than us and we're behind, or it's nothing and now we're wasting time. So I feel like because you could check it faster and better, it's a bad check.
Yeah, makes sense.
I just think that in a full rando, especially when X-ray's out of logic, checking it, I don't know. It's just too much
bad.
time investment.
It's bad, is what you're trying to say. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
No one do it.
For one check that's out of logic. So
Yeah, I think we have a similar concept on how we play these. I think kind of. I'm just sort of hearing now that the arcade skip ship, which is that's huge. That's so good. And it made sense with Varia and what was there. I think that if RK is your bottleneck, then yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of skipping it, but it's like only a 10% chance that we really get screwed, I think, because there's like a suit on top.
Mm.
But at some point,
and,
we're like, we need to take that risk, otherwise we can't play it safe against a team that's as good as you.
Yeah, thanks, Kira. It's good because if he's your pace setter, then it's all down to what RK's doing. In that particular seed, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking. I checked Wreck Ship top because I figured that I was gonna be slow enough that Zevdi was gonna kind of be the person who was he needed to find a suit
radio.
Like anyway.
Yeah.
So I continued to check, but I think that it did end up costing us because I was at X-ray when we got gravity instead of already being right at Meridia. So that lost us a little bit of time.
Yeah, for the third seed, I don't know where RK was when I got gravity. Or was that the second seed?
It was a third.
Yeah, third seed.
The second one, I'm guessing if you guys went to Brilliant Brinstar and Wreck Ship at the same time, then you guys found both suits like right away, basically.
Yeah, I think so. It's a blur already.
Yeah, I know, they always meld. It's like, where was everything? WJG says you got Grav and RK was doing Fantoon.
Oh,
wow.
interesting. Gravity was at Speed Booster, so...
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, yeah.
No, that doesn't sound right.
The gravity was at Speed Booster, definitely.
Sounds like you all have said everything you have everything you've discussed everything you wanted to share on the runs. Any final remarks on the tournament itself?
No, just like it's a cool concept. It's going well. It's fun. Like any co-op stuff is really coming to light. You know, in the past year. So it's good on you guys for continuing that and doing it. Wish Zero Kbps all the best. Win it for us, boys. You got it. And thanks to everyone for commentating, restreaming, and yeah, good fun.
All right. Well, definitely give again GGs to all of our runners, and congrats to Team Zero on their win. Please do consider giving their respective Twitch channels or social media or a check out. And I've been Uzaria as your commentator with WJG as the restreamer. If you definitely like to hear more about the Multitroid races, definitely check out the Wiki Multitroid. I have both a Discord you can check out for any suggestions on how to set that up. In the meantime, we'll be seeing if we can find anyone that we can raid. And then we have our respective links for the runners and the Multitroid there in the chat, and we'll go ahead and be rating you, Rin. So let's give them a shout out, and as we go and give them a raid. And until then, I've again been Yuzaria as your commentator, and I hope you all have a great, wonderful day. And until then, I'll see you next mission.